I'm not going to hold your hand when I say this. But the reason why you're not accomplishing anything is because you're not organized. Yeah. Yeah. Don't exit. Come. Where is that planner you bought in the beginning of the year? That calendar. Did we no? Okay. We said we were gonna journal our affirmations and manifest. Okay. Okay. Come back. So let's talk. If this is your first video, hi, my name is Phoenix Diana. I am the founder of Astro by Fee, a platform where we focus on intentional strategy and intentional living. And today, we're going to discuss why being intentionally organized is your key to success and how you can do it in the next 30 days. Now, I know what I said wasn't so nice before, but it is true. The most successful people in this world are to some capacity organized, whether they're themselves are the one that's organized or they have somebody doing the organizing for them. No, it's not being perfect. No, it's not overworking yourself. No, it's not cramming in a bunch of stuff you need to get done. It's really about being organized, intentional with our time and with our energy. But we need to maneuver in that capacity because it allows us to really optimize our brain power, our time, and in that case, our money and what we want to achieve. I'm going to talk with you right now about why doing this is so important, how you can do it, and the tools you need to get them done. Because I guarantee out of the 5 tools we're going to talk about, you already have at least 1 or 2 of them. So, the reason why I say this is because when we are not organized, we end up overworking our brains. Phoenix, how do you know this? Phoenix, what credentials do you have? My bachelor's in psych, my master's in education. I know a thing or two. But also, I'm a living testimony to a lot of these strategies that I'm about to share with you now. 16-year-old me, stressed out, not sure what to do, starting to not do well in class, which I've never experienced in my entire life as a Caribbean child. I don't have that option. But what does a girl like me to do? I came home one day, came into my room, and what do I see? There's a big old dry erase calendar above my desk. I'm like, what is this? And she sat down with me and she was like, listen, you're stressed out and you're overwhelmed. It seems like maybe a calendar might help you. Just write things down that you think are important. I put when things were due. I tried to put test reminders. I tried to put when I had rehearsal. I tried to put when I had hair appointments. And I kept this going from 16 to 26. In those last 10 years, I have found my 5 best tools that have helped me to maintain that level of intentional organization. Did my anxiety go away? No. Did my overwhelmingness go away? Not fully. But what it did is help me create a strategy to be able to process when I am overwhelmed or when I feel like I'm going to be put in situations where it can feel overwhelming to be successful. Now let's talk about what those 5 lovely tools are. Now the first one, like we just discussed, a dry erase calendar. And I like dry erase because it's not wasteful. I can hang it up on my wall. I get the biggest one I could find. And I put everything on there, honestly. And because when you do all of this, it honestly does allow you to see your whole month at a wider lens. Or if you want to do a weekly calendar, they also have weekly dry erase calendars. But you get to view your whole month, week, whenever at a bigger scope so you have a better understanding. But it also allows me, as I'm on the go, ripping and running, getting ready for work, doing X, Y, Z, if I'm like, wait, what do I have today? What's going on? I go in my room and I just go stare at the wall, quite literally, go stare at my dry erase calendar, and then I have an idea. Now, the next thing is a planner. Yes, we're using a planner. Yes, we're sticking to using a planner. Yes, I'm talking to you. So, yes, you need to use a planner. I like to write things down when I need to get things done. When you write it down, it can leave your brain. Phoenix, what planners do you recommend? I started off with the Passion Planner. Passion Planner is really good. You can break your time down into hourly increments in their weekly dated or undated planner. If you're someone that's in school or you have a jam-packed day to day from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., you're able to literally block off and time block whatever you have to get done. If there's something that you feel like you need, that's the type of planner you should look for, an hour by hour planner. Another one I also recommend is the Clever Fox Planner. That is what I'm currently using. I use the regular weekly undated planner, specifically the Premier Pro Planner. Now, for our next 2 set of tools, they are the same thing, but they serve 2 purposes, and that is journaling. Nobody writes things down anymore. We say we're going to journal, we say we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and you don't. You buy that same cute journal in Marshalls or wherever else. You get the one that has your name on it or your initials on it, and you think it looks cute, and you write day one, and you write how you feel, and it's collecting dust underneath your bed. Or you have ideas for your brand and you don't write them down. You're in a group chat somewhere and you can't find what you last said. That is why I suggest having journals. I have two journals. My first one, like I said, is my more personal journal. And I have every single note that I wrote, how I felt. And it allows me to honestly reflect and give myself, a little bit of acknowledgement for the growth that I've had. But again, that is for your kind of like your emotion dump. That's journal. That is literally your heart on paper. It's important that you're documenting what you're feeling, because when we kind of bypass how our heart feels, we allow our brain to be able to be more productive. But if you're still in your bag about that failed business back in 2022 because you haven't really processed how you feel about it, why do you think you're going to be successful in 2026? The second kind of journal you want to have is a more strategic and business plan type of journal. Now, you don't have to do this, but I personally find it helpful for me. I've already thought about two new YouTube videos while recording this actively. But I have my strategic journal, my strategic notebook, planner, whatever you want to call it, to be able to really jot down what I want to do for my business. This has a lot of to-do lists. This has a lot of, my content calendar for the month. This has, some things. This has some of the projects I'm considering. And this allows me to have one specific space where I know, hey, anything involving As Told by Fee, anything involving my brand, my career, who I am, I put it in there. Now, if you feel like Phoenix, I'm not doing any of those things. I don't like writing things down. I'm going to leave it somewhere. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to use it. I like being digital. That's valid. Cool. Well, guess what? That same old iPhone that you're watching me on, that same old iPad, that same old laptop that you have has all of these functions as well, and you're not using them. Let me remind you that the lovely functions of our phones, whether you're an iPhone user, Android, whatever else you got, you have a calendar on there. You can easily type in your stuff into that calendar. Whether you use Apple Calendar or Google Calendar, they sync up to all of your devices where it's connected to. Me personally, I use Apple Calendar. So therefore, whatever I put into this phone, it's gonna go into this iPad, it's gonna go into that laptop because they're all synced up. And you can pick color codes. So whatever is pink on this phone, and it's pink on that iPad, and it's pink on that laptop, it's pink on that planner, and pink on that dry erase board. Because I'm not playing this year, and neither are you. So we've broken down the various tools that we can be using to be intentional. But what routine do we have? How do we make this a practice that's realistic? Me personally, I follow a monthly, weekly, and even daily routine. I found that over the last 10 years, when I'm consistent with doing this, no matter what type of stuff is on my plate, I can manage it. On a monthly basis, I am updating my calendar. Whatever I got going on, I'm doing at the beginning of the month. That way I have a baseline. Even if you have nothing to put, just get in the habit of doing it, because you never know when you're going to have stuff to do. Which is why I also do it on a weekly basis. So every Sunday, before those Monday blues kick in and I'm getting nervous, I look at my calendar and I update anything that I have. For me, I'm in a season of my life right now where every week I have something to add to my calendar. But if I didn't have the habit of already updating my calendar on a weekly basis, it would be very overwhelming. I would forget to do things, and I honestly wouldn't be able to enjoy it because I'm trying to frazzle around to remember. Now, this may feel a little extra, but I also do this on a daily basis. This is something more of a habit that I've built over the last 10 years. I just find myself, if I'm in the middle of talking to somebody and we're kind of making plans, I'm already on my calendar going like, hey, so what time did you say we're doing this? And I'm putting it in my calendar because it actually is that quick. Even if it's just lunch with Kayla, 2 p.m., Roosevelt Fields, XYZ, blah. That's it. Even if we don't have the exact details right away, I can always go back and edit them. But at least I know in my head, hey, let me block out some time this day because I know I'm supposed to do something with my friend this day. And a lot of the times, you don't even have to actually input it yourself. If you get a reservation, if you get an email confirming an appointment, whatever the case may be, most features in their email threads have the option to add to calendar. And because again, you're also not just managing tasks, this is also your life. But again, a lot of this is very overwhelming, and I understand. And if you're not sure where to start, or if you feel like, yeah, Phoenix, I am one of those people, I have the calendar, I have the planner, I have the stuff I want to do, but I don't know what to do, this is where I come in. Through As Sold by Fee, I am consistently helping people build systems and routines that allow them to use these tools that I've explained to you all to have the most successful year yet. And it's been working. So if you're ready to get organized on an intentional level, come DM your girl or stay tuned to what we have coming up next. That way we can be on the fast track to a successful year. And when you master your time, you master your life, which allows you to be as successful as you want to be. But that is all I have for you today. I hope this video was helpful. I hope to see you on the next one. And again, I hope you find growth and peace here. Bye!